They say the time of heroes is over.
People see me and think they're safer. But it's not really me they're seeing.
But I know the truth.
Probably for the best. Knowing everything hinges on a guy from Queens sounds as scary as it feels.
The world will always need heroes. We just need to reassemble.
No pressure, right?
Only in a perfect world could we expect such an amazing collision. Anyways, welcome back, true believers, and all you spectacular Spidey fans, as well as all you Avengers Project fans out there, to another Spider-Man PS4 related video. So of course, while I'm super hyped for Spider-Man PS4, I'm also extremely hyped for the Avengers Project being made by Square Enix, Crystal Dynamics, and Eidos Montreal. And given at the time of this recording, we are still waiting for more information for both of these games, I thought I could discuss my thoughts about both of them being possibly connected within the same universe, and even for a bigger question, if they should be. So as you should all know, the one and only executive creative director at Marvel Games, Bill Roseman, has stated that it is now Marvel's goal to try and deliver really great AAA gaming experiences for all their fans. And the very first AAA game that they are going to be delivering to us is of course Spider-Man PS4, followed up by the Avengers Project. Now, even though both of these games are being developed by completely different developers, they are still being published by the same one entity of Marvel Games. And given what Marvel have done with their movies, creating a Marvel Cinematic Universe, I think it's time to do an even bigger job of doing that with a Marvel Games universe. So to explain about how these games can connect, I want to recap all the story aspects that we know so far for both Spider-Man PS4 and the Avengers Project. So basically what we know so far in regards to Spider-Man PS4, we know that Peter Parker is 23 years old, who has been Spider-Man for 8 years, who is very experienced at fighting crime, who has also just graduated college and has a job as a scientist. And given another really exciting fact, Insomniac have stated that this is in fact Marvel's New York. This is because during the Paris Games Week livestream that they showed off one of the awesome characters within the Marvel Universe, and that would be of course Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum.
Guys, what do you know? What do you see in New York City that maybe is evocative?
Doctor Strange's digs.
Look at that.
The Sanctum Sanctorum.
Yeah, the Sanctum Sanctorum is right there. It's very subtle, but it's there.
Yeah, we were really fortunate to not only create a New York that people are going to recognize, but also create a Marvel New York. And you know, we worked a lot with Marvel to pick those landmarks that would really please fans, like Doctor Strange's house. And we're able to tease that. Yeah, this is more from a city building perspective. This is more than just New York City. It's Marvel New York City.
I think it's fair to keep in mind this is still a Spider-Man story.
Yeah.
It's Spider-Man characters.
Yes,
you know, it's a Spider-Man game,
Yeah.
so it's not trying to say there's gonna be a ton of other Marvel characters or anything like that. But that said, it does take place in Marvel's New York City.
Yeah.
So you're going to see some of those other locations that may not necessarily be directly from Spider-Man's world, but are from the larger Marvel
And he
world.
may, you know, comment about it when he swings by and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, you know,
so,
commentary in the city.
Have some fun with it. But and I have to say, a lot of this is a big ups to Sony and Marvel to let us kind of build a Marvel New York and kind of take those elements that people love and bring it to our game.
Yeah, very cool.
So if Insomniac are going to hint at a really awesome character like Doctor Strange, I do not find it that far-fetched if it does turn out that these games are connected somehow. However, the one slight hiccup in all this indicating that these games could possibly not connect is that Spider-Man PS4 is in fact a PS4 exclusive, while the Avengers Project is going to be a multi-platform game. And now relating to the Avengers Project, the only information that we do have is that somehow, in some way, the Avengers have disassembled, and in fact during this game's story they are going to have to in fact reassemble, given the hashtag of the game, which is Reassemble. And relating to how they disassembled in the first place, we actually have no idea. The only thing I can think of is that maybe they had a Civil War event of some kind, or maybe they actually had to fight a giant threat like Thanos. However, a theory that's going on right now is that whatever the ending for Spider-Man PS4 is going to be, that could actually be the beginning of the Avengers Project. And I would find it extremely interesting if they did decide to do that. Still, we'll just have to wait and see. So after explaining how these games could possibly connect, we are now going to discuss if they should actually connect in the first place. And I think the main answer for that question is yes. Granted, these games don't necessarily need to connect, but I do think it would be extremely awesome of Marvel to actually do something like this within the world of video games. This is mainly because of what the Batman Arkham series have done, where they have sprinkled little tiny Easter eggs here and there of the wider DC universe, but I do think if Marvel were to go the extra mile and actually include these games to connect in the same universe, that would blow everyone's minds. Once again, I would not be upset at all if they turned out to not be connected, but I do think if Marvel were to truly have this great universe of movies in the world of the cinematic universe, I do think they can do the exact same thing in the world of gaming. And seeing how Marvel is using that connectivity connectivity within their cinematic universe, if they were to do the same thing in the world of video games, it would be truly unique and different from anything that we've ever seen before in the world of superhero games. And it would truly be a one-of-a-kind experience to have that feeling of the same connectivity for all these games when new future Marvel games come out. Anyways, guys, that's the discussion topic I have for you today. Let me know what all your thoughts are in the comments section down below. Do you want the Avengers project and Spider-Man PS4 to be in the same universe, and do you think that they should be connected in the first place? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay spectacular, Spidey fans. Peace out.
Guys, what do you know? What do you see in New York City that maybe is evocative?
Doctor Strange's digs.
Look at that.
Sanctum Sanctorum.
Yeah, the Sanctum Sanctorum is right there. It's very subtle, but it's there.
Yeah.